Hello everyone. In previous class we discussed some numerical based on superposition theorem. Today we will start the new topic, that is electric field. Okay. So next topic is electric field. Question is, what is electric field? So an electric field is a region or a space around any charge in which it will experience some electrostatic force due to other charged particle. For example, suppose we have a test charge over here, let it is Q. I will explain why it is called source charge and test charge. Let it is source charge. Okay, and here is the another charge, that it is Q naught. Okay, so all charges has a limited boundary. That means it can apply some electrostatic force up to a certain limit. Means suppose it can apply force up to here. Means if we place another charge either positive or negative, so it will attract or repel this charge. But if we place it over here, that means if we place a charge that is Q1, let these two charges are positive, in that case this source charge and let this is test charge. Okay, here again this is test charge. So here it will apply some force, electrostatic force. Okay, but Q doesn't apply any force on Q naught. That means this is known as the boundary of this source charge, capital Q, and this boundary is known as the electric field. This boundary is known as the electric field. Clear? So if we put any charge over here, it will apply some electrostatic force on it. But if we put any charge out of this boundary, it can't apply any force on that charge. Now the question is, why it is called test charge? Okay, and why it is called source charge? Here in this case, this charge must be, the test charge must be very, very small. The reason behind, if it is has the greater value of charge, then in that case again it will create its own electric field and will study some property of electric field. One of them is two electric field never intersect each other. In that case these two will be repel each other. Okay, so for that purpose this test charge must be very, very small. Now as we know that every object having some force of attraction due to its mass according to the gravitational force. So if we put any negative charge over here and if this charge is positive, so what will happen? In that case this charge, that is negative charge, must be attracted towards itself, but this cannot be defined that either it is attracted by the electrostatic force or gravitational force. Due to that reason, we will always take this test charge as positive. Clear? So in that case, if these two are positive, so a repulsion will take place. And if the source charge is negative, in that case we will take this charge as negative. Clear? Because repulsion is the surest test of electricity or electric field. Clear? Or electrostatic force. Okay, now region or space around any test charge in which in which it will experience an electrostatic force is known as electric field. Clear? So space around any test charge in which it will experiences an electrostatic force is known as electric field. Next is electric field intensity. This is also known as strength of electric field. Strength of electric field is known as electric field intensity. This is represented by E, and this is vector quantity. Electric field intensity is a vector quantity. Now the question is, what is the direction? Its direction is along the direction of force. Clear? So what will be the definition? The force on a unit positive charge in the force on a unit positive charge in a electric field of a source charge is known as electric field intensity at that point. Okay. Now, mathematically, as we know that this F is equals to K Q naught upon R square. Suppose we have a positive Q charge over here and another test charge Q naught is here. So here it should be unit positive charge. That means the value of Q naught should be plus 1 coulomb. So in that case we'll put K Q and the value of Q naught is 1 coulomb. That means 1 upon R square. So this becomes KQ upon R square. So F is equals to KQ upon R square. And this force is known as electric field intensity. That means we can say E is equals to KQ upon R square, and E can be written as K means 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Okay. And we know that this quantity is vector quantity. Okay. So for that we'll put a unit vector in the direction of radius or the line joining these two charges. So this will be the direction. Clear? So this can also be written as here E is equals to, if you multiply this whole term with this charge, with this charge, then this will become the force. Okay, so or we can F is equals to K Q upon R square into Q naught, and here F KQ upon R square can be written as E. So E into Q naught. Okay, or put a vector sign over here. So this E can be written as F upon Q naught. So if the electric field intensity is given, in that case we can calculate the value of this force. If the electric field intensity and test charge, the value of test charge is given, in that case we can calculate the force using this formula. So this F E is equals to F upon Q naught, where Q naught is the test charge. Clear? Now we will find the SI unit and dimensional formula for electric field intensity. So we will take the help of this formula, that is E is equals to F upon Q naught. So E is equals to F upon Q naught. Okay. So SI unit of electric field intensity is equals to unit of force is Newton and unit of charge is Coulomb. So Newton per Coulomb. Now we find the dimensional formula. Okay. So for dimensional formula, we put the dimensional formula for force, that is MLT minus 2, and dimensional formula for charge is AT. So after solving it, we will have MLT minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1, and A minus 1. Okay, so this is the dimensional formula for electric field intensity. Now the question is, how we find the direction of electric field at any point? So what we have to do, suppose we have a charge over here, that is K, okay, and let it is positive or negative. Suppose it is positive, so we'll put a test charge at any point. Suppose we have to find the direction at this point. Okay, so we'll put a unit positive test charge. So in that case, if it is positive, this will be the direction of force, and this direction of force will gives us the direction of electric field intensity. That means in that case, this will become our direction of electric field intensity. And if it is negative, in that case, this will be the direction of force and direction of electric field intensity. So to find out direction of electric field intensity at any point, what we'll do, we'll put a simply unit positive test charge at that point, and with the help of that unit positive test charge, we'll get the direction of force, and with the help of that force, we can find out the direction of electric field intensity. Clear? Okay. Next, we'll find the electric field intensity at any or at a point. Next is electric field intensity due to a point charge. Electric field intensity due to a point charge. Okay. So suppose we have a source charge at this point. Let this point is O and the charge is plus Q. Another test charge is placed at a distance of R from this source charge. At this point is P and the test charge is Q plus Q. So the distance between these two will be, assume that is R. So if these two charges, source and test charges, are same in nature, in that case, this will be the direction of force and this will be the direction of electric field intensity. Okay. So now we'll find the value. So the force experienced by test charge at this point is force exerted on test charge due to source charge, that is F is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. This is our equation number 1. Okay, next is, now we'll find the electric field intensity. What is the value of electric field intensity? That is E equals to F upon test charge. So E is equals to F upon Q. Here the test charge, value of test charge is Q. This is our equation number 2. Put the value of 1 in 2. What we have now? E is equals to F. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square whole divided by this Q. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square into 1 by Q. This can be cancelled out. So this E is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Okay. And in vector form, this can be written as E is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. What will be the direction? So here nothing is given. So along, we can say along OP. Along OP. Okay. So this is the electric field intensity at that point. Clear? In next class, we will discuss the superposition theorem due to electric field. Means we will find the, we'll take a test charge and we'll find the, if multiple forces is applied on that test charge. So what will be the net electric field intensity at that point? Thank you.